Hey, welcome back to DieCash Cars. So today we got the February update to the Hot Wheels investing portfolio, where I go through every month and pick out easy to find Hot Wheels and DieCash Cars at just $10 a month, with the ultimate goal at the end of the year all of these cars will have appreciated and I will have quadrupled my money. And what you see in front of you right now is the 69 Skyline Team Transport, number 3 of the Team Transport series that came out way back in 2018, as well as the Mattel Creations Evan Mach Toyota pickup truck with the surfboard in the back. Now, I definitely did not pick up both of these pieces for $10 this month. I mean, even retail when these cars released, they were not $10, but I did find their doppelgangers, so to speak. You got the DieCash Menards exclusive Team Transport version of the Skyline wagon, and then you got the Back to the Future, the latest retro entertainment release of the Toyota pickup truck, all in black. So as I stated in the kickoff video of this series, I'm only selecting cars that are easy to find, that an average Joe could go out there and find. And I'll tell you guys, February was just a very slow month for me, especially with the fact that there's only 28 days, the shortest month of the year. I did not get a lot of opportunity to go out there to go hunt for any of the awesome releases that came out this month. I also, when I did go out, did not find anything of significant value, but I was lucky enough to come across these two pieces, and I'm gonna go through each one of these to describe to you guys why I feel like they are a good investment for this year 2023. And we will kick it off with this black Back to the Future pickup truck from the Retro Entertainment series. So this is a normal release, it's not a retailer exclusive. The funny thing is, guys, a late night run to the automotive store, O'Reilly's, that's where I found this piece, just sitting right at the checkout lane. The only downside is that I did pay a little bit more of a premium for this because of where I purchased it. I paid about $8 out the door. I mean, that's pretty pricey given that these retro entertainment pieces currently right now, if you were to go to Walmart or Target, only sell for about $6 to $7 after tax. And with this cast in hand here in 2023, I'm gonna say it again, guys, I told you so. 6 months ago, I put out a video talking about Hot Wheels castings that I think you should sell last year, back in 2021. And this was at the top of that list because I just had this sneaky suspicion that Hot Wheels and Mattel was going to re-release the Back to the Future Toyota pickup truck. I mean, the demand and the popularity for this cast and release is just so popular that there's no doubt in my mind that Hot Wheels was going to re-release it. And here, February of 2023, here it is in hand. And people are going nuts over this. I mean, even though it's not the original release, I mean, the secondary market value on this car right now is just crazy. I mean, more than what I expected. Currently right now selling for about $25 to $30. And the original Back to the Future Toyota pickup truck right now is still sitting in that $120 to $130 range. But let me just say right now that I think if you were to weigh out the secondary market value for this release and the original release, they look very similar. Again, the only difference being that this new release does not have the Toyota visor sticker there on the front windshield. But other than that, they are identical. And I think this is the more cost-effective version to have. And I think everyone can agree with that. So the value and the interest of this is going to continue to go up because it vastly is cheaper and more easy to get than the original release. That's why, again, guys, I said if you have the original Back to the Future Toyota pickup truck and Retro Entertainment series card, last year was the year to sell it because now you have this one to compete with. I will also say that I believe this release, this card here that just came out a couple of months ago, has a short lifespan if you're talking about investment. And the reason being is that I believe that you only have this year to buy, sell, trade this piece, because come next year, I'm guessing that Hot Wheels and Mattel are going to re-release this again. As we see with Retro Entertainment and Back to the Future cars, they re-release them over and over and over again. There might be slight variations, but for the most part, they're identical to what they look like in the movies. So my guess is if you have this and you're looking to trade it or flip it, now is the time to do it, because come next year we're going to get another release of this. It's only going to water down the population and you're going to miss your window completely. As for the original release of the Back to the Future Toyota pickup truck, I'd imagine that the values are going to slowly taper down as more and more of these re-releases get to the market and people get more and more in hand. People will get their fill and the interest will ultimately die down. And then I present to you the DieCash branded Team Transport Skyline van, albeit there is absolutely no licensing on this. However, you can't deny that the likeness of this to the Hot Wheels version is very similar. Everything that we know and love about the original Hot Wheel release, they essentially replicated it here. Everything from the color scheme, the cars themselves, I mean, even this transport, the angled bed, the truck, I mean, everything looks pretty much spot on. I mean, there's no denying what they designed and made this car after. So yeah, we have knockoffs out there of our very beloved Hot Wheels, and you're probably wondering why this even made it onto my Hot Wheels investing portfolio. Well, there is a novelty associated to collectibles, right? And this being a remake of a very popular Team Transport is very hard to come by. For a lot of people, they've pretty much given up hope. They're not even going to try to purchase that, because right now it's currently selling anywhere from $60 to $70, which is just more than what they're willing to spend on what was once a regular release that lined the shelves, that I even recall it sitting in displays for weeks with no one wanting to purchase them, and now they've ballooned in value. Well, right now here in 2023, this is your best alternative if you want something that at least just resembles the likeness of it. Knockoff versions of Hot Wheels. And I'm not saying that these are going to grow to the $60, $70 values that the Hot Wheels versions are, but I think they could definitely hit the $10 to $15 price point that currently Team Transports are selling for from a retail price standpoint. And I have no statistical data or sold listings to prove that the value of this will even grow. It's just pure speculation, just a gut feel, guys. So this is truly a wild card for me within my investing portfolio. I guess a couple of other bits of information that I'll share about this cast is that I really do believe in influencer hype. And there's no bigger hype than Lamley Group. So I know Lamley has posted images of these knockoffs on his Instagram. There is also another fairly influential YouTuber out there, Champion DJK, who did a whole entire episode dedicated to this knockoff, as well as some of the other Team Transports that are out there made by DieCash. And again, just with the amount of hype going on about these, granted, it's not going to command huge money. I can't imagine that there isn't a little bit of interest from everybody for these. And the last thing I'll say about this piece is that although it's not technically an exclusive, it is only distributed and sold at Menards, which is a home improvement store predominantly only in the Midwest. So basically anybody in the West Coast, East Coast, or the south portion of the United States does not have access to this, which means that it's fairly regional. So that could also add to the overall demand for this piece. So let's talk return on investment. How did I do for the month of February for 2023? Well, I paid $8 for the Back to the Future from O'Reilly's parts, and then I paid $3 for the knockoff DieCash Team Transport Skyline van. That comes out to a grand total of $11, just slightly above the $10 threshold that we're holding ourselves to for this portfolio every month. The Back to the Future right now is selling for that $25 mark. So for that piece alone, $8 to $25, that's essentially 3xing my money right there. And then with the DieCash knockoff, the jury's still out. We do not know where that value is right now. All we know is that they are currently sitting in bins right now at Menards selling for $3, but I have this suspicion that the values could potentially go up towards the end of the year. So the only value that we can go off is the Back to the Future Toyota pickup truck, which even just that piece alone with this little lot here, you can basically say I'm still more than doubling the amount of money I put in. So grand total of $11. Currently right now, just with the Back to the Future truck, I'm sitting at $25. I mean, that's essentially 2x plus my investment right now. And fingers crossed, by the end of the year, this somehow turns into a 4x lot. But that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts on the portfolio so far. Let me know what you think about this series. Let me know if you're trying to do something similar for yourself. I'd love to see what kind of gains you're seeing. And as always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on DieCash Cars.